So, hello everybody. I do believe actually that I know most of you. I've seen a few well-known faces. Nonetheless, I introduce myself. I've been well amongst those for taking care of EMS.de, looking after operators. I am your first contact persons when you're a studio operator. I look after you regarding your profiles and any questions, what EMS.de is about. You will have listened to a few presentations, and I was told it's good to ask questions, so I would like to know who of you already has a profile on emstraining.de. Raise your hands. Well, a few. And who will or intends to open up a studio and is not active yet? 1, 2? Okay. So it's very important what I'm going to tell you. For those who are already listed, this will be nothing new. Just to repeat some of the knowledge you already have. I will tell you what we actually do, who we are, and the most important thing, how can you benefit, what can you do with emstraining.de once you've got a profile with us and are registered with us. Well, the content for the center, well, this is the online magazine, which was mentioned. The studio search function will probably be the most important thing for you because it's leads that are generated. Interested parties that want to try out EMS can find you via emstraining.de. And right at the very end, I will present two partners very dear to me who may then answer one or the other question you might come up with as EMS operators. So what are we actually doing? The focus we have on our site is exclusively EMS training. We are the biggest specialized platform for EMS training, have got our own online magazine and the studio search function, which tells you that it's about information on the one hand side and the acquisition of new customers on the other hand side. So we are not only a lead generation machine that transfers somebody, we would like to get EMS more well known about amongst potential clients, and we want to provide information that are not only important to clients, but you as studio operators can also benefit of the knowledge we have. We are the first contact to potential EMS clients, I told you before, and how we transfer queries and requests I will tell you. A few figures right here. We've got more than 3.5 million visitors. We've counted them since our launch in September 2015. We are still fairly young, and of course it takes some time until such a portal can be found and has reached a position we wanted. We are more than 65,000 visitors per month. A trend is increasing, and we then are interviewing between, we have 2,500 queries per month in our studios, and more than 31,000 EMS clients have given assessments on their studios online. Most of our visitors come to us via the studio search function, via Google, via various online marketing campaigns, social media, partner sites cooperating with us. So various ways of finding us online. And the campaigns I just mentioned, marketing campaigns, they are managed by our special dedicated marketing managers who can adjust and optimize the campaign's quality assurance is safeguarded. And of course, we try to continuously improve our performance and transfer better and better leads to you. But those who raised their hands, who are already listed and signed up, they will be familiar with that. Either we talked on the phone or we exchanged emails, and I asked you to give feedback on the requests we sent to you. We sent you potential client contact data. We want to know what you did with them. Did they actually come to the appointment? Did this turn out to be a customer? And so we can then improve our strategy and assure quality regarding our strategy. Cooperation is important to us. We always want feedback from you, the studio operators. Another important topic, often neglected, however, or underestimated, is ratings, which are given on our site. In your profile, you can collect ratings given by clients, and they're not only shown with us, but Google will also detect them. Once you looked for something at Google on the left-hand side, in orange you see little asterisks that are more conspicuous in the Google results list. They draw attention, and this is also shown with us also in the preview under Google Maps. You will see, as Facebook ratings are recognized. We've got the listing here, and we increase attention this way. Then one question I would like to ask you. What do you think? What percentage of online ratings trust these ratings like a personal recommendation? What do you think? It's just as important as a personal referral when you read online? No idea? What do you think? So when I get 20 ratings, it counts as something. So we are talking about ratings for a certain studio. Once you got the rankings and you've got 4 stars, what do you think? 80? 90% in line with various surveys conducted. Well, whether we are talking about Google, who conducted the survey, or Heiser. So 90% of people, just imagine, say an online rating is just as important to me or just as interesting to me as, if I get a personal referral. And this is what you have to exploit as a studio operator. Well, referral marketing, we agree, is the best advertising ever. When somebody recommends to their best friends, it's great, this training, you just join in. This is irreplaceable. You cannot replace it by print or other advertising. But these ratings, which are given, are of the same value for 90%, nearly 90%, and you have to harness this opportunity. And once you've got a rating profile with us, collect these ratings, and in particular when you've got competitors close to your studio, you have to take advantage of this particular tool. A profile with us is good, but ratings make it more attractive, give it more appeal. Right, a few words on the ratings. If you want to know how to collect them, just pay me a visit in Hall 5.2 at the booth, and I will explain it in more detail. If not, these ratings are also included in our widgets. What are homepage widgets? Somebody's got them. Do you know how it works in general? Yeah, Benedict? You know how it works, and I know you do. Well, when we have widget, it's small scale applications we're talking about here. It's not only a picture, but automatically they synchronize whenever there are changes on our website, then it will also change on your website. So once we have another rating on your profile, then this is automatically shown on your website. So this is a little window. You can partly program yourself. You can adjust the color, for example, to the corporate design of your website. And let's say it's all neon pink, then this widget may also be of the same color. And all the ratings will then land on your site. Not only, do we have this that it works with regard to ratings, but also magazine articles. Well, general articles are also shown. We also decide which articles are included in the widgets, always neutral articles. It will never, ever be the case that we then place the report of another studio on your website. It's always neutral articles, but you provide high EMS content for existing members, but also to new interested parties who hit your website somehow. So again and again, they can benefit by reading news and be up to date. Any questions regarding the widgets? You know how the rating widgets work? Fine. Wonderful. Just imagine you are not an EMS provider. You've never heard about EMS before, no idea whatsoever. But somebody recommends you. He said, well, there's some, electricity-related training. Wouldn't you like to try? It's supposed to be good. You see a, report on TV. You read something in a newspaper, etc. Read something in passing. What are you going to do when you come home? You, will Google this in a problem-oriented way. As a rule, that is the case. And you complain to a friend, my back keeps causing me trouble, and I heard that, with electricity, you can do something about it. And then you go home, you Google EMS. You might have heard this term before, EMS back pain, or when you have a prolapse, losing weight with EMS training experiences, whatever. And as a rule, you normally do not land on a studio website, but you land with the online magazine of emstraining.de. As I said before, we provide high-quality EMS content, which means, ideally speaking, we answer all your questions on this topic. It's not only us and our capacity as emstraining.de with our editorial staff. No, we also have testimonials, people suffering from the same problems, real people engaging in EMS training, talking about how it helped them, what the situation was like before and how they feel now. So it doesn't come as a surprise that testimonials are our most read category. And then regarding these practical topics, we do not only have the reports by practitioners, but we also have expert tips and videos. I come back to that shortly. It's not only testimonials you can send to us, but also tips from experts. I take these 3 examples. Right here, 3 reports sent to us. A summary, we received a few pictures, an interview, or, buzzwords. We talk to the studio, we draw something up in writing, so you can also provide content which we will professionally process, publish, and make available to you. Which means each report and article on EMS Training.de may be reutilized by you. At the end, there is always a Facebook sharing button, and it will automatically land with you in your studio profile on Facebook. And quite rightly, you communicate it in such a way that the biggest EMS platform is talking about us. Our customer Hans, he has achieved quite a lot. And this is something that is well received, extremely well received by end customers and interested parties. Let me summarize what I talked about before. Let me summarize it briefly. The additional online presence, of course, ensures that you may be found better, gain more customers this way. As I said before, testimonials have got an effect, just like word of mouth, and you have got a wider reach based on your profile. The experiences, referrals, testimonials can give you more, and your social media channels will also provide from an entry in emstraining.de. You can use the content, you can link profiles, etc. So what is the benefit to a final customer when you have such a portal? On the one hand side, first contact regarding EMS related information, not only via an online magazine. No, we also do have a chat functionality. Each and every day we get queries that come in via our chat tool. We do have a number of service staff sitting there, me too, and we answer questions posed by people out there. They say, well, I'm suffering from this and this medical conditions. Am I allowed to do EMS? And then they approach a studio they picked. Existing members of you can then refer. We've got referral cards you can pick up from me, or there's a tablet rating site you can have in your studio, and the tablet gives the client the possibility of ranking, of rating the studio, etc. And from this feedback, you can also glean important information for yourselves. So this is the summary for studios and end customers. Anybody with questions, how the portal functions, you know how it works, anything else you would like to know? Well, if not, I would like to refer everybody outside. Yeah. Okay, I've got a few minor points left. If I may, I will be very fast indeed. Based on the talks I held, well, we had a few years ago, I heard one sentence. Customers are there, staff is there, customer is working well, but what's lacking is trainers and instructors. It would work better, and we've got a partner website that also cooperated with FIBO. That's fitnessjobs.de. If you want to advertise there, once you're looking for cleaning staff, marketing experts and trainers, you can place your ad in there. Different scenarios, you've got clients and personal trainers. It's working very smoothly, and well, it would be time to expand. Then we do have another website from the same company, that is the ITKIN company. Some of you might know it, fitnessstudiomarket.de. There it's about the purchase and sale of fitness studios in general, but also including EMS studios. So if you're looking for a new studio, you may find one right there. There are no fees that need to be paid. Only when you sell, there is a commission of 5% that needs to be paid. So just take a closer look if somebody has got a demand here. We've got nearly 2,500 visitors per year and is under construction. So now I'm finished. Thank you very much, Verena Franz. Thank you.